1960 was a year of soft twilight radios, front porch evenings, and the sound of heartache drifting through open screen doors. George Jones was quietly redefining sorrow with a ballad that felt almost whispered. And Marty Robbins took country storytelling to cinematic heights under wide desert skies.
But that easy to forgive.
These are 12 country songs from 1960 that still linger in memory and never quite let go. Number 12, One More Time by Ray Price.
One more time.
Ray Price's smooth, velvet-rich voice was already setting a new standard for country phrasing when One More Time made its mark in 1960.
Just your memory, and I make a...
Released on Columbia Records, the song reached the country charts with a steady climb, resonating with listeners who knew all too well the pull of love that keeps circling back around. Price had a talent for turning heartbreak into something elegant, almost graceful, and this track is no exception.
Your nearness makes me weaken, and I give.
Behind the scenes, Price was transitioning from the pure honky-tonk shuffle sound towards something more polished, incorporating strings and gentler arrangements. Some longtime fans were unsure at first, but the gamble paid off, opening the door for the lush Nashville sound that would define much of the decade. Many remember hearing this one late at night, the radio low, the world quiet.
And I just know that when you go, I'll be low.
Its legacy endures because it captures a familiar ache. Loving someone you can't quite walk away from. A gentle start, but the emotions will deepen as we go. Number 11, Why I'm Walkin' by Stonewall Jackson.
That's why I'm walking. I've got an aim.
Stonewall. Jackson brought a unique plain-spoken honesty to Why I'm Walkin', released on Columbia in 1960. The song climbed into the top 10 and struck a chord with anyone who's ever had to leave, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. Jackson's voice carried a steady conviction, strong but tender at the edges. The story goes that Jackson wrote the song after reflecting on the quiet heartbreaks he saw around him. Not dramatic endings, but the slow unraveling of something once cherished. It wasn't flashy, but it was real. And that truthfulness is what made listeners lean in closer. Picture someone hearing this song on a long rural road, dust trailing behind their truck, wrestling with the weight of goodbye. Its legacy is one of simplicity and sincerity, a reminder that sometimes walking away is the only way to hold on to yourself. From a road of reflection, we step into a darker tale. Number 10, Miller's Cave by Hank Snow, released
Miller's Cave
on RCA Victor in 1960. Miller's Cave showcased Hank Snow's gift for storytelling. Peaking in the top 10, the song told the chilling tale of jealousy, betrayal, and regret. A far cry from sweet love songs.
There's a hole in Tiger Mountain.
Snow's voice guided listeners through lonely woods, shadowed ravines, and finally into that infamous cave. The song was based on real regional folklore. Miller's Cave, located in Georgia, had long been rumored as a hideout for fugitives and wanderers.
Before I stay with a cheating woman.
Snow and the Nashville writers adapted that myth into a dramatic ballad where heartbreak turned into something darker and irreversible. Many listeners first heard it through AM radio static, the tension rising with every verse. What makes this song unforgettable is how it blurs the line between love and madness.
I said you'll pay both you and a dead fee.
A reminder that emotions can take us places we never intended to go. Now, from shadows of regret, we move to warm nostalgia. Number 9, The Old Lamplighter by the Browns.
The old lamplighter.
The Browns brought gentle, glowing harmonies to The Old Lamplighter, released in 1960 on RCA Victor.
Of long, long ago.
The song climbed into the top country and pop charts, showcasing just how beautifully country music could cross genres when handled with tenderness. It told of a simpler time, where a lamplighter walked the streets, bringing evening calm. The Browns had just come off the massive success of The Three Bells, and listeners were eager for more of their comforting blend.
Who walks with him alone in memory?
Though the song itself came from an earlier era, the Browns reshaped it for modern ears, making it feel both nostalgic and timeless. Listeners would remember hearing it at dinner tables, family gatherings, or quiet Sunday evenings. The kind of song that wrapped around a room like warm lamplight.
Now if you look up in the sky, you'll understand.
The legacy of this track lives in memory's soft places, where the world felt slower, gentler, and kinder. But now, we head north, far north. Number 8, North to Alaska by Johnny Horton. Johnny Horton had a knack for adventure songs, and North to Alaska is one of his most iconic. Released in 1960 on Columbia and featured in the film of the same name,
South across the majestic mountains to the valleys far below.
the track soared up the charts with bold energy. Horton painted the rugged frontier as a land of risk, hope, and wide-open possibility. Tragically, Horton never saw the song's full legacy. He passed away in a car accident shortly after its release.
Gotta go north, the rush is on. Big Sam left.
That heartbreaking timing cast a bittersweet shadow over the song's success, making it feel like a final wave goodbye from a beloved storyteller. Listeners remember this one blasting from bar jukeboxes, filling rooms with laughter, boots stomping, and glasses raised.
Remember, Sam, a true love is so.
The song remains a celebration of big dreams and bigger horizons, the pull of the unknown calling like a northern wind. Now, from bold journeys to quiet longing. Number 7, Just One Time by Don Gibson.
Just one time.
Don Gibson's Just One Time, released on RCA Victor in 1960, became one of his signature heartbreak classics. The song climbed high on the country charts, driven by Gibson's ability to make longing sound both tender and deeply personal.
If I could hold you just one time.
His voice carried a gentle plea, not dramatic, just real. Gibson wrote from experience. The quiet yearning in his lyrics reflected the push and pull of love lost, but not yet forgotten. Recording sessions were simple, understated, letting Gibson's emotion carry the weight.
Wish I could relive just one time.
Many remember hearing this song during late-night drives or slow dances in small-town bars, moments where time seemed to stand still. Its legacy lives in the space between regret and hope, in that fragile wish that things could return to the way they were, just once. And here, we pause for a moment.
I miss you so.
If these classics are stirring up memories, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. We post new country countdowns every week, keeping the golden years of music alive for fans who still hold these songs close. Number 6, The Window Up Above by George Jones. George Jones released The Window Up Above in 1960 on Mercury Records, and it quickly became one of his defining heartbreak songs. Written by Jones himself, it lingered in the top 5 for weeks.
But I can see the clouds are gathering.
Unlike his later dramatic vocal style, this performance is controlled, almost restrained, which makes the pain feel even sharper. The story describes love falling apart while one person watches, powerless from the sidelines.
But I guess it's best to know you.
Jones once said he wrote it in just a few minutes, but it carried the heavy weight of lived experience. Listeners recall hearing it while sitting alone at kitchen tables, staring at coffee cups, thinking of someone they lost long before they fully realized it. The legacy of this song lies in its emotional precision.
As I listened on and on.
A heartbreak observed quietly but felt deeply. Now we cross into the realm of legendary Western storytelling. Number 5, Big Iron by Marty Robbins.
Big iron on his head.
Big Iron, released on Columbia in 1960, showcased Marty Robbins' mastery of Western balladry. The song tells the story of a ranger facing off against an outlaw named Texas Red.
Life that I'd begun, so I said goodbye to Jeannie and we came running.
A tale of grit, silence, and fate. The record didn't just chart, it became part of country folklore itself. Robbins was fascinated with Western narratives, and he worked hard to get every detail right, from the measured pacing to the tension of the final showdown. The result was a track that felt like a movie you could hear. Listeners remember spinning this record while sitting cross-legged on living room floors or hearing it through wide plains on long drives. Its legacy is simple.
From out of nowhere, Paulina has found me, kissing my cheek.
Storytelling at its finest, the American West in 4 minutes. But Robbins wasn't done. His masterpiece was yet to come. Number 4, Wings of a Dove by Ferlin Husky.
Wings of a dove.
Released in 1960 on Capitol Records, Wings of a Dove soared to number 1 on the country charts and stayed there. Ferlin Husky blended gospel warmth with country sincerity, creating a song of comfort, hope, and gentle reassurance.
He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above.
Its message resonated deeply with listeners facing life's quiet struggles. Husky recorded multiple takes to capture the perfectly calm, uplifting tone he wanted.
These things beset us. He doesn't forget.
Something that felt like a hymn carried on sunlight. The backing harmonies gave the song its floating, peaceful feel. Many remember hearing it in church gatherings, on family radios during Sunday afternoons, or while working slow days on the farm.
He searched for land.
Its legacy endures because it offers something country music rarely did so clearly. Not heartbreak, not longing, but peace. Now, we lean into romance and vulnerability. Number 3, Please Help Me, I'm Falling by Hank Locklin.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Hank Locklin released this signature ballad in 1960 on RCA Victor, and it became one of the biggest country hits of the year. The melody is gentle, but the emotional conflict is powerful.
Love with you, closer door to
Loving someone you shouldn't, but unable to stop the feeling from growing. Lachlan's smooth tenor carried the song with elegance, and the Anita Kerr singers provided backing harmonies that helped define the soft Nashville sound that was rising at the time.
belong to another.
The song spent weeks at #1 and crossed over into the pop charts, bringing country music into new living rooms nationwide. Listeners remember slow dancing to this song at VFW halls, small-town weddings, or dimly lit honky-tonks. Its legacy lies in the ache of forbidden love.
For I mustn't want you, but
A feeling as old as time. And now, we approach the songs that shaped legends. #2, El Paso by Marty Robbins.
I saddled up and away I did go, riding along.
Though released in late 1959, El Paso dominated the charts in early 1960, claiming the #1 spot across the country.
The wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind.
Marty Robbins crafted a sweeping story of love, jealousy, and tragic fate set under desert skies. The song stretched nearly 5 minutes, risky at the time, but listeners hung on to every word.
Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance.
Robbins recorded it with the precision of a filmmaker, layering Spanish guitar flourishes and dramatic pacing. The ballad plays like a short novel with a heartbreaking ending no one forgets. People remember hearing this on warm summer nights, windows down, stars overhead.
Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel.
It felt larger than life, and it still does. But one song in 1960 spoke in a whisper that echoed around the world. #1, He'll Have to Go by Jim Reeves.
He'll have to go.
Jim Reeves's He'll Have to Go, released on RCA Victor, became the defining country song of 1960.
I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox.
Reeves's deep, intimate vocal tone set the song apart. A soft-spoken conversation across a telephone line full of longing and quiet resignation. The song spent weeks at #1 and crossed over globally.
Or is he holding you the way I do?
During recording, Reeves moved closer to the microphone than most singers did at the time, creating that warm, close-to-your-ear presence. It was revolutionary, making the listener feel like the song was meant only for them.
You can't say the words I want to hear.
Many recall hearing it in dim kitchens, roadside diners, and quiet bedrooms, places where love feels complicated and real. The song endures because it doesn't shout its emotions, it simply speaks them softly. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more country classics every week. And there we have it, 1960. A year where country music blended tenderness, storytelling, and quiet emotional strength. These songs carried the sound of real lives, the kind of feelings people didn't always speak aloud, but found comfort hearing in a voice on the radio. Thank you for spending this time remembering with us. In our next countdown, we move into 1961, where new stars rose and the Nashville sound settled even deeper into the American heart. Until then, keep the music close, and let it keep you close in return.